So my name is Gaurav Chodia. Welcome back to this session. And in this session, we are going to see IBM interview full guide, and I'll walk you through the interview question. What are the sessions? How many rounds are there? Coding interview questions. We are going to solve them, and I'm going to share you the question bank which asked in interview in every single round. So you can follow me here, and you'll get the question bank. You need to write a message to me if you want a question bank for a company. Please mention the company name and the question bank for that profile. I'll share with you. Okay. And as well as you can follow me for the content I create on AIML, Python, SQL, machine learning, deep learning, NLP, and generative AI. So all those things has been created on my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to my channel to get updated content. Like last week, I have created a Tiger Analytics interview guide that help a lot of people. I have created 3 video on the Tiger Analytics, and people liked it very much. They asked me to mm, create a video for all the rounds. So I have created this video. It will guide you the complete from scratch to bottom. How many rounds are there? How much time it take to complete all those 3 rounds, 4 round, and for each round, what type of question you will ask. Everything is covered under this video. Now I'm going to talk about a session or a video that will guide you to crack IBM interview, IBM interview complete guide. This is a complete guide which, if you are applying for, if you are preparing for a software engineer, data scientist role, or a AI ML role. Now, so thank you for joining this IBM interview preparation session. I'm here to give you a comprehensive guide that will help you successfully navigate the IBM interview process, whether you are applying for a software engineer, data scientist, or AI ML engineer position. The good news is that the IBM interviews are, while challenging, are quite fair. They are focused on problem solving ability, communication skill, and most important, genuine interest in the company. It's about demonstrating that you think you you can you can crack the problem, solving the problem, and work well with the other. Let's dive in. So first thing first, IBM interview rounds. What is the process? How many rounds are there? I'm going to cover everything. So first thing first, IBM interview process has 4 rounds. First round is online assessment. Second round is technical interview one. Third round is technical interview two, and fourth round is HR and behavioral. So these are the 4 rounds which we are going to cover, and this is for all the position or all of the roles. Let's start by understanding the complete IBM interview process. So there are 4 rounds, and they are distinct. They are different from each other. I'm going to walk you through, and you'll get to know exactly what type of question you are going to expect. Okay. First round is a online assessment. So this is the first hurdle. It takes place on the HackerRank or any online platform. Their coding rounds can be conducted, which will standard coding platform. You have 60 minutes to solve exact 2 coding problem. These are typically easy to medium difficulty on the lead code scale. So if you know how the lead code work, or you have solved problem on lead code, it will be very easy for you to understand the coding problem as well as writing a solution. So the topic covered usually include array, string, hash map and dictionaries, basic data structures, and simple algorithms. So these are the basic things will be covered under a online assessment. The second round is a technical interview round one. If you pass the online assessment, you will get an email within 3 to 7 days. And once you get the interview invitation, that interview has a 45 to 60 minute of engineering, and usually conduct via a Zoom or WebEx or any other platform where you can connect Teams or a Zoom or any other platform. So for 20-minute resume discussion will be there. Be ready to talk about any technology or the project listed in your resume. and make sure the job description, if the recruiter share a job description with you, try to cover everything in the job description mentioned. And because they are looking for someone who has that knowledge they are looking for, have specific example ready. Next 20 to 25 minutes will be a coding problem, often a following question on the online assessment or a similar difficulty. Final 10 to 20 15 minutes question about a technical knowledge. This could be about data structure, system concept, or your technical background. It depends on the role. Again, now the round three will be a technical interview round two. And if you pass online, if you pass the round two, you will get the round three within 5 to 10 days. This is typically a 30 or 60 minute, and the focus more on the depth of your technical knowledge. uh, it will be a more complex system design question. Then there will be a deeper technical question about architecture, discussion on the trade-offs and scalability, more detailed project discussion. Now round 4 will be there. It is a very simple, but you have to tackle that round because it is again an important round. It Here your salary is decided, your communication skill matters, how you work with the team that matters, how you handle the challenges that matters, and the cultural fit with IBM or any other company is matters. Now the entire process from the application to offer discussion typically take 2 to 3 weeks. Now the percentage of people who get the offer is depend on the job role and their requirement, practical requirement. If the requirement is very urgent, you will get it as early as possible. Now we'll see the some coding round or the coding round question which asked in the interview. So it will be not that easy, but again it will be not very hard. So if you want to know the software engineer, data scientist, or AI/ML role and their content or the full question bank, you can just subscribe to my channel and again follow me on my LinkedIn page and message me with the company name. I'll give you the whole uh, question bank which asks. So, for example, if you are applying for a software engineer role, there will be the content which you need to cover is data structure, algorithms, system design, oops, and design patterns, behavioral, and communication. Now, let's focus on the software engineer role. If you are applying for the software engineer role position here in IBM, the weightage will be data structure and algorithm will be 40% for the evaluation. And in that data structure and algorithm, what you need to know is array, string, reverse rotation, find duplicates. These are the things you will ask. Then linked list, reverse, detect the cycle, merge. This will be asked. Tree, in order, pre-order, reversal, lowest common ancestor, graph, BSF, BFS, DFS, and shortest path, hash map, then the string, sorting, quick sort, time complexity. This question will be asked in the interview. Again, like Fibonacci and the coin change, that type of question may ask in the interview. Then the system design. There is a 30% of evaluation, and they want to know the how to scale the system from 1,000 to million user, database design, catching the strategies, load balancing, merging, then the API REST principle, GraphQL, monitoring and alerting. So this type of question may be asked in that scenario. Now we are discussing about the coding round, and the problem will be so one of the problem that I got asked in the IBM interview was two sum. So two sum is a very unique and most asked question in FANG company. So it is very not simple, but it is like if you understand the logic, it will be a very easy to write that. Now, uh, so this is the first problem. So you have given an array. So for example, you have given the array, and that array called a nums, okay, and you have given the integer called a target. So this is my target 9, and I have given the integer with the array of integer. So 2798 is given, and my target is a 9. And what we have, the problem is sum of 2. So for example, the sum of 2 should be 9. My target is 9. So two integer from that array. When I sum, I'll get the target value, and I don't need to write the digit, because I don't need a target value, because I know the target value. I need to know the index of that target, that integer value from that array. So how did I get? That is how we are going to write. Now, for example, in this array, you can see zeroth index and first index. If I sum both of them, I'll get the target value 9. And we are going to create that. I'm going to share the strategy how I created. So first thing, create an empty dictionary to store a number. We have seen their indices. So I have created one dictionary, and I have given the name as a scene. If you are creating a function, just give the name, the problem as to sum. We are providing the numbers and the target. I have created a dictionary. Very simple. After that, loop through the array once. So we are going to create a for loop, and I'm storing both of them. Not storing, but I'm iterating both of them, like indices and number. So in I, I'm getting the indices. In num, I'm getting the number. So for loop I num in enumerated, and I'm providing my nums. After that, I want to get the complement is equal to target minus num. So first is my target is 9 minus first number. My first number is a 2. 9 minus 2 is a 7. Now 7 is in the complement. If 7 is in sin, means in that dictionary, so what it is going to write return? So sin, the complement is a 7. So is there, if that there, then we write the indices of that. If not, then we'll follow that. Scene number is equal to I. Okay. Now, and if that is not there, means if that target is not found, we'll just write a uh, empty list. Okay. So this is the code. Now, if you see, the 7 is present in my scene or dictionary. If not, it will write that. Yeah, there is not. This is not present. Okay. Now it will go again and check for that. Now, next time when we have the number 7 and it is present there, it will write the number of that index. So you can see that if I run that, let me run that, and we'll run this one. So we'll get a 0 and 1 as a indices, and we'll change the number as well as from that array. So for example, now I'll just write a 0. So how 0th indices and 2 indices, because we want the sum of 2. We cannot take only 9. If I'm taking a 9, it will give an empty string, empty list over there. If I write 1 here, if you see, if I write 1, 1 plus 8. Now 1 plus 8, because of that 1 and the 8 become 9. So you can change that. Now if I write a 3 over here, I'll get an empty list. The reason I cannot find the two sum equal to target. That is the reason. Now I'll just write the original string, and we'll go for the next problem. The next problem is finding a remove the duplicate and sort. So it is little confusing. I'll just remove this and remove the duplicate and sort. So you have given the array, and you want that array to be sorted, as well as the duplicate should be removed. When we say duplicate should be removed, that time it click in my mind that if I use the set will remove the duplicate, and if I use the sorted method, it will do the sorting. So remove duplicate sort. So I'll get 1 2 3 5, because I have taken the 2 times 2, that will be removed. Then the 3 times 2, 3 times 2, 2 times 3 is there, and that will be removed, and it will be sorted. Now this is the very simple. An interview will want to check the basic understanding how you use it. You can write it a different way. You can use the for loop and other method, but it is a very simple method, and they want to know how you reduce the complexity and how you use your approach. Now palindrome check is very simple, that if a given string, if I reverse back that and if I check it is a similar, that means it is a palindrome number or palindrome string. So I have given the string. Now it is a string. I'm Because I have given the string over there, so I need to provide a string. So I can provide a string format number and it will check 1 to 1. If I reverse back, it will be 1 to 1. If I write 2 here, it will be false. So it is not the palindrome number, right? Now I want to check a string. So st, yes. So if you check that, it is the sts. If I reverse back, it is a palindrome string. So now the next thing is the longest string without repeating. So it is a very simple again. So I have defined the function longest length of the longest string. I have defined the one character index as a dictionary. Then I have taken the maximum length 0 and the start as equal to 0, because I need to follow that method called start and stop. We have two pointers over there. One is a left and one is a right. That will be we are pointing out. Now for loop end in the range of the length of s. So string of the length, you can store that length into L and you can just provide either a L, or you can just use the length of string. So length of string, if length of string is 5, I have given the apple, it will give the range of 5. 5, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? After if s is equal to first, so zeroth string is in the character index. If it is there, then start is equal to maximum of start. So start ka maximum is equal to 0. Then character index is string first string plus 1. So if you can see, the string is like yes plus 1. So it will be stored over here. Okay. And the character index of s of end means the first string is equal to end if that is not in the character index. So it will go to the character index and just add that count over there. Now, so for example, 0th index, it will add the 0 over there. Now, it will again go for the maximum length. It will update the maximum length because we need to use that maximum length, and for that we are just incrementing that or just rewriting the maximum length. So max length minus end minus start plus 1. So you need to understand what is the logic behind that, and I'll explain that. Just give me a second. It is very not very easy, but it is not that complex that you cannot understand that. So first thing first, you have given the input of a b c a. So for example, you have given, let me write a string over here, and you have given the a b c a b c d, and this is the string you have given. So you can see the string is a b c, then it is break again, it start from a b c and b b, right? So you can see the substring. So any substring, so you can see any substring that is consecutive a b c d. So you can see a b c is the only a substring that is started and not break. So this is the longest string we have without repetition. So the count will be 3. You can see that the count will be 3, and that is what we are looking for. Now if I provide that as a string, it should write output as a 3. The approach should be you use two pointer, one is start and one is end of the window. So start you have defined as a 0, and end is nothing but the length of the string that is iterating. Okay. Now you use the dictionary to track the most retained index of the each character. So here the character index dictionary is used to track the most retained index of each character. Okay. Now expand the window by moving the end pointer. So what we are doing, end pointer we are moving. So every time when the length of the string is incrementing, means we are, so for example, I'll just write it here. For example, first iteration, I have provided apple. Now, apple is not going to work here. So I'll write A, B, C, A, A. So here ABC, or we'll just write AB and AA. So in this string, AB is the longest string, and my first iteration will be, so I'm providing my first string. So when, if first string is A, so it will check here, it will check in the character index, is there a? If it is not there, then it will just go here and store that index of that. Okay, character index is equal to s of string, is nothing but a, and the end is 0, so it will store as a 0, and maximum length will be 1, because we are adding a 1 over here. Now it will go and look for again B. So it will check, is there a B? Again, the start will be change. So maximum start is a 0 previously. Now it is like maximum of 0 to index. So character index of S is like, that is not there, so it will become a 1. Now it will check for the next start index 1, and here it will start from 1. Again, the character string will be the whatever the index, it will check, and 1 to 1 plus 1 2, so it will start from 1 and 2, so it will start from 1 to 2. So ये कैसा होगा, first iteration it will 0, so first iteration it will go from 0 and 1, 0 sorry 0 and 1. So first iteration it will start 0 and 1, 0 sorry 0 plus 1. Okay, so A will be there. Now second iteration it will start from 1 to 2. Now first A and B will be there. Okay, the third iteration it is incrementing from that, so it is moving like that. So 1 2, again it is checking A B, A B C, then A B A A. So everything is checking over there. But when it is breaking, that maximum length is again updating. Now we'll just pass that and we see, is it working or not. So I'll just close that and remove this one. I'll just call the maximum length and let's pass a code over here. So a string is A B C D A B C. So it should, okay, what is saying? Int object is not callable, but it is not int. I'm passing a string. So let's see why it is saying that. So if it is not defined, just give me a second. Should be int object is not callable. Something is missing there, and I'm not able to. But I'll make sure. I'll provide you the code. What I'm missing over here, just let me check. Okay, sorry, because of my mistake, silly mistake, I did that. Now I need to run. So you can see A B C D. I have given the bracket and I have not removed that because I was checking with you. So A B C D, I'm passing the A B C D A B C. So you can see the longest substring is a 4. Now next thing is data science. So I have applied for data science role and I got selected. So what I have asked and what I have covered throughout my journey, I'll just express to you. And if you need a question bank again, you can follow me here. You can subscribe to my channel because it helped me to create such a video. And whenever you have you need a referral, because I give a lot of people a referral here. And on my Instagram, I post everything which the openings in the companies, that you can follow me on Instagram as well as. Okay, now the thing is, in the data science interview, you'll ask a SQL expertise, like 25% of the allocation will be provided to SQL expertise. Then the Python and data manipulation 25%, 35% will be statistic and ML algorithm. You will ask a lot of questions related to algorithm, what algorithm you have used, why have you used that, matrix related to that, evaluation matrix related to that. You may have to write the some process or the data manipulation related to questions, and business and communication, so domain related expertise. So someone is like from the banking and finance domain, they may ask related to question on banking and finance. Now in SQL, so there will be a subsection like function like row number, rank, lag, lead, common table expression, CTEs, a complex join and aggregation, date functions, performance optimization. You may have asked, write a query to find a user uh, who were active in the consecutive month. Okay, then the consecutive months means, so from the month 1 to 12, some users are like active on 1 to 3, January, February and March. They are consecutively active for 3 months, so those users. Okay, and someone was active on the first month but not active on the February, so they cannot come into the consecutive month. That is what we are required. Now calculate the retention rate of cohort by cohort. Okay. Then there is a calculation, so you need to write the formula and you'll get the answer. Find the top product in each category. So this is a product based company and they want to retrieve the top product from each category. So they have the category like sports, grocery, clothing brands, clothing related. Then they have some FMCG products. Then some have different product, and they have categorized, and they want the top 10 products from each category. So you want to write that code. For that you need to use the window function, the common table expression or joins. You can write that by using the this expertise or this topic. So for that you need to understand each and every thing from the SQL. Now Python and data manipulation is again a good topic. You need to cover pandas manipulation, group by, merge, pivot, numpy for numerical operation, matplotlib and cvor for visualization, data cleaning like handling the missing values, outlier, feature engineering, creating a meaningful feature from the raw data. This is one of the uh, most asked question. Then the statistics and ML. In the this is the biggest section, I can say that, because a lot of question related to statistics and more toward to the algorithm and their evaluation matrix. So you can see here hypothetical testing, t-testing, checker testing, probability distribution. You, if your data is not normal, how do you convert that into normal, or what are the techniques you will use to normalize that data? Then A/B testing like sample size calculation, statistics significance, model selection, linear regression, logistic regression, random forest, ensemble method, deep learning, or whatever the method you are using. Then evaluation matrix, precision, recall, F1 score, AUC, ROC curve, what or when we use it, that is also asked. Feature selection, dimension reduction techniques. Why do you use the dimension reduction techniques? What are the techniques? What are the algorithms are there? What is the use of that? Overfitting and regularization, cross validation. So this is the thing you need to cover throughout your, and in the business and communication there will be a the project related question. What project you have covered in previous? What are the tools, technology? What are the algorithm you have used? If it is related to generative AI, what are the tools, technology? What model you have used? How do you cost optimize your that generative AI project? So you will ask a lot of question related to that, and you have to be prepared for that. But I can say that it is not a like very hard interview to crack, as I did crack. So it is a mid level interview, the cracking. But on the client side it might be a little harder, but it's okay. So these are the thing you need to cover. It is not the full theoretical interviews and the coding round here I have covered. You, as I mentioned, you can follow me over here or subscribe to my channel. You'll get it. Definitely, you will get it. Even if you don't subscribe, you'll get it. But it will help me or motivate me to create such a videos that I'm creating. Now, a lot of people get a job or because of this question bank. They have that confidence to crack that, because you'll not get a same question every time. They might ask you different question. Because of this question you are able to solve those questions. That is what I'm trying to say, and these are the important questions which I have faced, and I have got it from all over the internet. Okay, and this will help you to crack that. So you can follow me, you can message me, you'll get updated openings in the companies, you'll get the question bank, you'll get the tech related new tech related to in the AI and ML Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share with someone who is really need it. Okay, thanks for watching this.